What's good with it? It's your boy, Simon Phoenix. This is Shots Fired Podcast. What up? What up? What up? Shoot your shot. Gun Rules Finest Podcast. That's right, Shots Fired. Bang, bang. Yo, what's good with it? It's your boy, Simon Phoenix, Shots Fired Podcast, Sunday Night Rant. If you are new to the show, the information below me or over my shoulder is how you're going to get your topic on the show. It is a topic-driven show. Get it, got it, good. Okay, so today's guest host is my man, Damon, a.k.a. Joker. What's good with it, bro?
What's good, man?
So, he gonna be Joker for the rest of the evening.
We finna get dirt baggy up in here.
Oh, dirt baggy? That's how you feel?
Dirt baggy. So you know how you do. You know what I'm saying? I need you to push the little button.
Oh.
And let the people know how it's gonna go down.
Oh, I got you. I got you. All right.
Let the dirt baggery begin.
Yes, sir. All right, so let's get off into the very first one. The first one is Kimberly Martin versus Cam Newton. Did she disrespect him? For context, she works for ESPN, and Cam Newton gave a take on some current NFL players, saying that these individuals were game managers and not game changers. She reacted to that. This is where the smoke comes from. The reaction is, would you say, Damon, really bad, because it's kind of based around, she first talked about his outfit and then she never addressed the real argument. She just basically tried to make fun of him.
Yeah, she was wrong. She was wrong all the way around. Like, the whole premise of it was game manager, game changer. Not about him being at home, not about what he had on.
Yeah, because she makes her point in a nutshell was he wasn't currently playing, so he shouldn't have an opinion.
But at the same token, she ain't never put on no pads and called the 2-minute audible, nothing.
You do not have an MVP, man.
You nothing. You
no Heismans.
No Super Bowl. He didn't win it, but he was there. How many people can say they went to the Super Bowl? She didn't. She can't. You didn't take a team to the Super Bowl.
No
so therefore,
trophies.
you don't have an opinion.
Exactly. Me personally, right? I think her take was more of an attack on Cam Newton, and that makes it disrespectful. If you're going to have a rebuttal from a sports point of view, then you have to attack what they said. And if she would have did that, if she would have said, yo, you mentioned Jeff Goff, he is a phenomenal quarterback, and I believe that the team he had, he took very far in the playoffs in one system and then went to the Lions, and then what did he do? He is over there winning. So can we say that he's not a game manager because he changed complete offenses? That would have been a great argument if she would have been doing that. But that wasn't what you was doing. You're attacking the person.
The person. She attacked Cam Newton, the person.
Which didn't make any sense because you don't have the right to attack him because you were not a defensive linebacker who stopped him and you was like, well, and when I played you in 2018, you wasn't nothing. That would at least been interesting in some shit talking, but at least it'd been versus two people that seen each other on the gridiron. You ain't never been on there. So for you to attack that person in that manner is dirtbaggy on your behalf.
Dirtbaggy, because he could have came and clapped back at you, because what you had on that day was real Walmart-like.
Hold on, don't be hating on Walmart. Walmart be fly.
Yo, I'm just saying, okay, we gonna give her accolades of being on ESPN, and she get to talk her talk. Okay, but my man, he handled it with class. He handled it very well.
He said what we just said.
He talked about the fact that she didn't even bring up. You didn't even talk about the question at hand. You immediately attacked me. You came at me. What now? What beef she got with Cam? I don't know. I don't know. It might be something. Maybe he dissed her in the club or something like that. And she was like, well, as soon as I get my chance to hit on Cam Newton, I'm going to do it. You know, and that was her chance. And who knows? But for you to do that, and he could have, I mean, Cam Newton got more followers and more influence than you could ever have. So if he said, you know what, ban Kimberly, you be banned, hon. You would not be on that show anymore. I'm pretty sure Cam could call ESPN and be like, hey, check this out. If she don't make a public apology and just talk about the subject, it's gonna be a problem. I guarantee you, somebody in that building is gonna be chasing her down to either make her apologize or to be handing her a box of her stuff and telling her she can kick rocks.
It's gonna be the natural backlash. Look here, the natural backlash is gonna be, yes, maybe Cowboy fans are gonna talk shit because Prescott, ain't that how you say his name? I'm saying
Preston smashed on the grain cock.
Why you do him like that?
I don't know that boy's name. I know he got smashed today though.
See, that's so wrong. But I know Cowboy fans is gonna, talk bad because that's their guy. 49er fans are gonna talk bad because that's their guy.
Right. Anybody that was mentioned, that Cam mentioned and said was a game manager. But then if you really a real football guy, if you really understand what he was saying, he's not saying that these dudes are mediocre. He's saying these are your best guys that know exactly what to do in situations to not turn over the ball and to keep the football safe and to score and to do what needs to be done on the field. A game changer to me is more of a Michael Vick. You don't know what he can do. You don't know how this game going. You don't know how the game gonna end up when he get in there. That's a changer. You got to change. That means you got to change up all your defensive schemes. You got to change up everything that you thought was coming up. No, it's Michael Vick today.
I can agree to that.
That's a game changer. He's a game changer.
Okay. So, in a nutshell, we both agreed that she was on bullshit.
Bullshit.
So, she got to get the...
I smell bullshit. That's what I'm saying. I smell bullshit. Lies and deceit.
All right. Now, let's move on to our next one. And this is directly connected to the last topic, which is is it time for us to take women's sports analysis out of male-dominated sports? Sub-comment is, why are these women giving their opinion in sports they never played? Thoughts?
If you asking me, soccer, basketball, baseball, tennis, golf, them the top 5 that I can think of that are a direct mirror image of male sports. So therefore, a woman can talk about those sports, the sport itself.
I would say
not what a man does in that said sport, but the sport itself. Like, okay, this is the sport of golf. Anybody can play the sport of golf.
I would say this. It is fair to say that women should be allowed to be analysts on sports in a general sense. The problem comes into when you have it where women are giving their opinion and their opinion is feelings based.
Exactly.
No more, no less.
No more, no less. Because that's all it is.
That, I think it's 100% fair if that everyone can critique. I'm a big fan of everyone can be critiqued. Everybody can be judged. It is our right to say what our opinion is. But when it goes so far past giving a real opinion and it's just feelings based, or you're using that platform to attack individuals, it is wrong.
Wrong. You should be talking about the stats.
And that goes to me, that goes all the way over for those individuals on the other side that happen to be males who do things like that. So I think that the primary people we should be talking to are the people that played those sports at the level that we're talking about it at, and their experiences in similar situations, which is the reason why we're listening to begin with to that individual. I think that when you have women analysis and they're having conversations, their conversations should be based around facts, stats, statistics, what they did last week, but it should never be based on how they feel about the person. And the conversation we was having before, that person did exactly the crime we're discussing.
Exactly the crime.
And we've had other people do that similar thing that were women analysis, and sometimes that's just distasteful. Let's just say that.
Right. Because if you look at it, I watch women's soccer, and they got men commentators and analysis. As soon as it's something that's to where it's outside of their realm, they kick it right to the female. Like, hey, well, you know how they'll segue it right to her. Like,
Right.
I can't speak on
They're
that.
trying to get her point of view
Right.
based on that.
I need you to
and
talk about that. I can't
makes
speak
sense.
on that because this is a female sport. How is
No,
boom,
no,
they'll go right to that. But when it comes to the women in the reverse role, it's like they just it's all emotion. And just like, okay, widow girl, she immediately came out and attacked them. Like, what?
Well, we discussed that.
But I'm just, it's like, why would you do that?
Well, I think
because
I think because some people have those jobs and they're envious of the individuals who are talking, and the way they feel to make themselves seem important is to play the dozens on TV. And so the reason that people like that do that, to me, is because they don't have anything else to stand on. Because being an analysis is really being the person who's doing that job is just really being a personality. You're a talking head. And the reason people like you is based on how you talk to them. And so there's people who want the calm and intellectual athlete. There's somebody who wants the person that's just straight from the streets, and they're going to be like, he hit him hard. You see how he shook his teeth? And we love those people. And you have other people that are going to be in the middle of that. You're going to have people that are totally super cool and hip sounding all the time. Take a Jalen Rose, for instance. You listen to certain individuals.
Stuart Scott, rest his soul.
Oh, man. He's probably the greatest at it. You listen to individuals like that based on their personal energy they're giving off. Because at the end of the day, they're just giving the recap of what we looking at. We can figure that out by ourselves. They don't need none of that. That is just the sell. The Honda Accords, run a little time, get the team's time, because they don't want to just show us what they're doing at halftime. That's literally what it is, to eat that amount of time up. Cool. And now it's become a cycle where we watching it all day, talking about sports all day. And we're tuning in to people we like their personalities. And unfortunately, there's some individuals in this field who don't have a personality in the conversation.
Just a pretty face, standing there with a microphone.
See?
With an opinion.
Pretty much.
And your opinion is not valid.
All right. Now, let's slide off into hip-hop. Gotta get the gangster rap shit going.
Gangster rap.
Okay, this ain't even got to do with gangster rap. It's got to do with popping and locking and R&B guys.
Hey, but that one joint with the how you doing or whatever when he was shooting the shit.
I can't with you. Okay, so this one says, Tory Lanez bodyguard statement finally has been released, saying that Tory Lanez was not the person with the gun. Thoughts?
You want me to go first?
I mean, you don't have to.
Hey, this is all I'm gonna say, man. Like, okay, first off, everybody gonna say this. Okay, where was you when it jumped off? Where was your comments then? But this is all I'm gonna say.
They said they held him up.
They said the dude told him, "Oh, we don't need you to, or you don't have to, or whatever like that." I think what that man was told was, look here, like they can tell you in a nice, clerical way that you don't understand, but you understand. Look here, sir. If you testify and come to court, they can open a door that leads into your past. Do you want your past opened up in court? Nah, bro, I'm going to stay at the crib because I don't
want that smoke.
I don't want that smoke because apparently if it gets opened in court, the right ear can plug you to something that already didn't happen. Or they can just be like, well, you know what? That case sounds interesting. Let's open that. So you know what, Tori? Guess what, bro? I'm going
I ain't showing up, bro.
I ain't showing up, bro. I can't.
Okay. Here's mine, right? Any other normal court case would have not had someone have immunity for it started if it didn't look like they was gonna, they was the criminal in this. They didn't have a dog in the fight per se. And then secondly, anybody that was a witness to what had happened has to come to court. And this was one of those cases where neither one of those things
happened.
So I'm not shocked that the bodyguard comes out and says that Tory didn't have the gun, because I was one of those people that said this scenario sounds really stupid. One, you're talking about someone who was shot that never was shot. Two, we're talking about you don't have concrete evidence that he had the firearm on him. You didn't have anything to point directly at him enough to say he was the person that did it. So this just seems like you railroaded him into it.
Railroad.
I said the same thing the last time. Like, anytime you ask me about this case, that's what this case looks and seems like.
It's a railroad. They had to put it on somebody. It was between him and the girl.
She had immunity. Immunity. How do you get immunity in a gun going off scenario where no one is shot, though? No one is shot. And no one comes out with the story of why it went left.
She had rocks in her foot.
That was it.
Rocks. Not shrapnel from the gun.
Debris.
Rocks.
And it was rocks.
Rocks.
You was back doing shows 3 days later.
Twerking it up like that foot. Like, what? Nothing wrong with that foot.
But
then every time you get on social media, Tory Lanez and
I said it before, man. Look, y'all fell out because you were a dirtbag and you stole that man from her, and you were jealous of how he was behaving and from another girl, and it's probably all based around you being drunk.
Hey, look here. Look here.
That's 100% my scenario. So that might not be true.
Let's rewind it.
Okay,
Let's just say if Tory Lanez had jumped out the car, they say that he jumped out the car with old girl. They said there was a struggle over a gun, wherever this gun came from. And Tory Lanez didn't start struggling until he got close to her.
And then Tory Lanez was like, "Dance, bitch, dance!" And then she started doing the Y2 scene. He was shooting the ground.
Let's just say Tory Lanez. Okay, now she mad because Meg stole Tory. Let's just say Tory just put his hands up and was like, you know what? Fuck it. Meg, you probably wouldn't be here because a girl would have probably snuffed you. I'm just saying because y'all started arguing.
Everything you're saying sounds like what happened.
Y'all drunk.
And somebody intervened.
Which was Tory. and then the gun went off, pow, some rocks got in your foot.
And then and when the police came.
And you said it was Tory.
And the old girl was like, bet. And the bodyguard was like, I ain't involved because I'm scared to go to jail because I ain't a real bodyguard or something ain't right.
Man, I ain't got no license, dog.
So
my license is suspended, dog. I ain't trying to go back.
They've been investigating me for having 483 bricks. I ain't trying to catch that case.
I'm just saying.
I can't help you.
All I'm saying is, had that man said, you know what, I'm just going to sit in the car.
I just think the whole thing was funny.
I think Meg, I don't think you would have been dancing. I don't think you'd have been dancing 3 days later.
I thought it was all funny.
I think don't they shoot horses to put them down?
Oh, that's dirtbag. Don't they shoot horses when they want to put them down? Yep, you're going to get us in trouble. All right, I got one bogus question, right? And I'll set up the scenario so you can have your bogus question. The question is this. Do you think Cam, as in Cameron, was wrong for his his viewpoint of what he said about the Joe Budden's podcast and what happened with the slander?
With the Melissa Ford,
yeah,
with the Superhead.
No, she's not Superhead. Different chick, bro.
My bad.
Damn, see, get us in trouble.
All I'm saying is, he had a right to do it because it's like, man, why y'all? Okay, if these stories happened way back when,
it happened in '92.
Some of them stories need to stay.
It happened in '92. He was a minor.
He was a minor himself.
It didn't matter.
We in here.
He get a free pass no matter what you're talking about. You brought up something in a time where you're not allowed to bring that up through speculation. That's the real point. She speculated on something that you're not supposed to speculate ever on camera. If you don't think, just in general, that is a dirtbaggy move for anyone to say, well, Devon was around this party and there was 12-year-olds in the party. You can't throw nobody under the bus like that. You can't never do that, bro. If you don't got no evidence, you can't say it.
Right.
And she said something speculating without knowing the time period. And then that makes you look twice as dumb. Because he couldn't even did the crime that you're trying to commit him of because he wasn't even a person that could commit the crime.
Exactly.
You was a minor.
Exactly.
Everything you did at that age was good to go.
Exactly.
If anything, they committed a crime on you.
Exactly.
You should have been bringing that up. That may have sounded better.
Right. You should have been like, well, he shouldn't have been in there. He was a minor.
Right.
You talking to him. You made it seem, you made it the reverse. Like he was an old dude in a club full of minors. Wait a minute.
And she tried to double down on it, and that's the reason why. Now, yes, I said this before on the other show. That, yes, I commend Joe Budden and them for getting her together instantaneously.
Wait. Yeah, he got everything, and I'm glad. And then the fact, now, what Cameron said was out of frustration because, like, man, because you don't know the damage you can cause.
You could have destroyed my career based on that bullshit, and that's what it really was.
Right. Just think, like I just said, let's reverse it. What if Joe Budden not had said, like, what if Joe Budden had just been like, and not said nothing?
And Cam would have went bananas. I'm telling you.
Right, but I'm just saying, but the fact that Joe Budden said nothing.
We did.
Would have been.
He said something. They got her together.
No, that's what I'm saying. What if he just said nothing?
Oh, then it would have been up.
It'd have been right. It'd have been a problem. Cameron would have had people looking at him weird.
Well, no, it just would have been a problem because it would have been up. Because Cam, look.
Oh, no, he coming forward.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying Cam's going wild out.
Yeah, he going wild out. But I'm just saying, like the public that don't know. And
yes, public perception.
And you know how people cut and clip.
Public
and
perception could have been worse.
It would have been worse.
Yeah,
right. So had he not got her together, right?
Joe had to do that. We are like, no one said this, but I will. Joe had to do that because Joe got enough skeletons in his closet dealing with women. You can't allow nobody to be thrown under the bus.
What the fuck?
See, here you go.
No, he said it.
Hey, look,
he said it out of his own mouth. I'm just saying. I'm not here to judge, but I'm just saying.
I didn't see that.
He said it
but
out his own mouth. But hey, that's him and his wife and his women.
I imagine that makes a turf of sense about the time. All right, so any shout outs, anything you want to say? We done. We done got our time here. It's over.
Shout out to my bro Juice, man. Next time, come down and holler at us, man. To the whole DPG squad, man. All my old school dogs. We in the building. 989-616. Holla at your boy Domingo 616 on Instagram. Holla.
All right, Joker. That boy, I told you, every time I let somebody get on the show, they sound like they got a project coming out. If they do, they don't. Okay, so if you would like to have your topic discussed on the show, please hit the email. That's the information over your shoulder, bottom of the screen. Hit that email, drop the topic in there. Maybe I'll pick your shit and we'll discuss it. Hey, if you're an artist, hit the same email. Let me know. If you write books, you paint, anything else artistic or interesting that you do, I'd love to have you on the show. This has been Simon Things for Joker, Shots Fired Podcast, the Sunday Night Rant. Holla at your boy. I'm gone.
He's gone.